Hi Capricorn. Welcome to this space. Awesome. Thank you for being here. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back, of course. Alright. So, I feel as if during this time it would be good for you to be definitive in your choices. Your yeses and your nos, right? For instance, I'm gonna work. You have the Ace of Wands, really beautiful, good energy of it's power behind something, right? It's also belief in something, right? If you think about a kid with a magic wand, it's like, now you're a princess. Now you're a king, it's, now you are a mud pie into a stone, like when you make believe, I guess you make, in a sense, you can make reality, right? So this is why you want to focus your energy, though, in the right ways. Hey, baby. Say for instance, you're like, yes, I'm going to work on that. Yes, I'm going to put my energy towards that. Okay, thank you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, perfect. I love a 9-card spread. I like the number 9. Oh, that's fine. Number 9. Love potion number 9. What's that about? Just a minute. What are you stressing about? Okay, whenever anyone starts something new, right, whatever that may be, even you, Capricorn, one of the strongest of the zodiac, right, still has a little bit of, oh shit, how's this gonna work out? You know what I mean? Like, and I just saw keys, and I saw a table. So, remember, big leaps of faith, if you have taken any, or if you're planning on taking any, because you have this, you want to play make-believe, and you want to make up your reality, well then, remember, the bigger the jump, maybe the more fear that could come in, or like, concern. Now, the thing is with you, if you use your natural tendency, right, to be able to look at the situation in a broader way, and how this connects to that, right? And it's like chess. To me, Capricorn is like a game of chess. You're thinking ahead 5, 6 moves if you can. Shoot, even 10 moves if you want to. It's pretty genius, though, if you're doing multiple 10 move ahead in these different directions. And then I just saw a really cool spider web. Or I saw a spider web. But if you think ahead, again, you're like, all right, well, if I do this and I want to create that, I guess this is where you want to make sure of your yeses and your nos. And I heard, and make sure that you go slow after you start anything new, right? There we go, Fool on the top. That's much better. Let's put the Ace of... Oh, I want you to look at your cards this time frame. I'll see you in a little bit. Let's see if you can see the whole thing. Hope so. Okay. Where do they go? Alright, right there. Thank you. Capricorn. Top left? You got it. Okay. So yeah, change. Okay, change in the wind. Just a minute. Wow, big deal. Just a minute. Another major. Leo had that seed, another major. Okay. Leo had both these cards. And she came out too. So that could be helpful. It's almost like the foundation of this this space is Leo. Okay. So what do you want to build? Again, okay, would you like to bring something back to life? You know what I mean? Like, well, I guess this is also something you need to remember, depending on what you're working through. Some things you cannot change. You just, you know what I mean? But with all change, even that which, for instance, in the past, there's always many opportunities, and for every closed door, right, there's another portal there to go through. There are actually many of them. If the longer you wait, the more there are, or more that will come. So I guess you don't need to necessarily be worried about rushing, but make sure that where you're putting your energy is something that would be more of the future versus the past, right? Because I guess you can't change the past, no matter what. You can... there's just something to be aware of there. Could find a place of Zen also in and of yourself, like maybe you change your prayer practice too. Maybe some of you change the time of it, or the times of day that you pray specifically. Maybe some of you take that up, where you're like, all right, I'm going to pray, like, at this time, or when I, you know what I mean? Like, really, something about being more intentional in your energy. And I guess that, what we just spoke about, is what moves forward into this growth. The King of Cups, he's strong. Just a second. I see a karmic toll. It's like a toll. Right, to cross the river, you have to have a coin. You have to, there's something about that too. I guess there's an exchange, it has to be a proper exchange. It has to be fair. It has to be, maybe some of you want something to be a little perfect too. Just a minute. I guess a part of some of the things you can't change are also, these are things in your past Could be your family, could be just whatever, you. Things that had to do with you personally. There are some things about the whatever has happened there that I just need you to know that it's okay. It's okay. You'll heal from that if you want to. And the more you're intentionally, I guess, working through that, also having compassion for others, right? And loving that which even has hurt you, right? Now, in relation to what is going on, like, in the world, like, way outside of you, could even be family dynamics for some of you, too. You know, like, mother-in-laws or whatever, like, sister, brother, it doesn't matter, mother. I guess just remember there's some things there that you just have to sit back and... Well, there's something about waiting for an invitation. I feel like there's a lot of passion right here, too. Like, there's a lot of... I am actually seeing the word desire, but it has a really soft energy around it. I mean, I guess for some, this could be very... it's very passionate. Excuse me. I mean, you have two aces here. So again, with the Empress in between and ways of the serpentine. Oh my goodness, the serpentine. Do you remember that reading? Oh, maybe that's the thing. I feel like energetically you've been in this serpentine, right? And now there's going to be an opening. I guess there was an opening in February. There was an opening in February about... maybe there was something in you that you really wanted to know more about, or you were trying to figure out, and now it's like, if you tried to force it, it wouldn't work. But I guess you took a lesson from Libra, right? A lesson from Libra. That's good. That's your square, right? So there's something about attracting different things. Just a minute. There's like a new... I feel like you're completing the serpentine, like you're getting out of that. So maybe there was a place that felt kind of stuck, right? Like you were in it and you could move. But you felt like there were these walls on either side of you, right? And you realized with responsibility and, I guess, reliability that you know, I guess you could have quit, but you didn't quit. And that's good. Right, shows determination. This is a good Saturn lesson. So I guess there was some kind of freedom that was restricted, but the freedom opens up. But I guess because this energy has been in this place for so long, it would take a second. It's almost like a retrograde star or something, like something bigger where like it takes a while. It's like it has this stationary stage where you have to be like, okay, maybe this is until April or like the next month or so. And definitely rest in this time. That'll be helpful, like appropriately. You want at least 1/3 of your day, right? Most of you probably need like 9, something about the number 9. But then it's like, okay, fire comes in and it's like, yep, wake up. Like, wake up. It's almost like, it's like I heard the wake up stick. And then from there, all these things start growing, right? And the Empress is the queen of, to me, the queen of the Pentacles, right? She's the ultimate, like, mother of that. She is that seed, right? So whatever that is, obviously gives you something that is fair and that's beautiful. I see a fixing of the world too. Maybe things of that nature will become better. Like, or people, I guess that's the whole wake up stick too. Something about that is like, remember that wherever you can see things, some people will be asleep. You know, some people will never wake up. Some people want to wake up. And everybody in all the different ways are a level of asleep or awake, you know. I'm sure even inside of you, maybe there's some emotions that have been sleeping, you know, or maybe you finally put, again, I see some like pain, you know, like put your heart at peace about something, yourself. I guess I'm seeing this too as like air 4th house, fire 1st house. But I suppose this would entail you having to change something about your mentality, like something about what you know in your soul. Huh. What are you liking to grow this year? There's a lot of passion for a physical thing too. I guess some of you, this could create like a new energy, like expansion of something that does become physical. I guess also remember your power to be able to inspire people. Or encourage people. But if that doesn't work, then the wake up stick, don't use it as like a bam bam, you know, and somebody like, come on, figure it out, you know, like that's that won't work. If you could have a magic wand, and be careful of this, right? You always be careful what you ask for. Because you just might get it. You probably will get it. Actually, I feel like in some ways we always get what we ask for. But not the way that we intended it. Right? Then it makes it a bit fun and challenging. Which I'm sure you enjoy. So, if you did have a magic wand and you were like, say it's one of your goals or one of your dreams, or even something whatever it is, like if you could be like, that is like this now. What is that? You know, that physical thing is actually happening. What would that be for you? Because I guess that's part of make-believe, right? Is like thinking it, saying it, and then believing it, and then giving it some time, and I guess then it grows, right? And depending on the karma of the person that asked for the thing, then that's what's given to them, right? Let's see what these 3 are. Close this out. Maybe about something about Taurus in the past. We have a lot of 9s too. Maybe whatever your 9th house is. That sign. That house. Remember, if you think ahead and you go slowly and you have faith, there's not any major troubles. You know, these are not physical. These are internal, emotional, you know. So, and I like that the king is up there, and the knight was down at the bottom, you know. Because this is the highest level of emotional maturity, you know. Someone was told something it's like you were told something a while ago. And so maybe that's part of the reason you were in that serpentine, is you're like, you knew you had to do that and be patient, right? You couldn't really see too far ahead of you. You could have looked behind you, taken the time because it was slow there, or like sit in the present moment and figure it out, but you had this ultimate goal past that. And whatever that was, or there's an energy shift there now. And I do feel like it's really, really positive. This could also be sexual healing for some of you too. Like root chakra kinds of clearing, or also maybe it's because it's changing like this dynamic all the way from like your root chakra, like where you come from, or again sexual energy that's really powerful, you know, all the way up into your head where it's like, well, this is who I am. And what's cool is right in the middle is the heart. So there could be water signs that are really close to you too, earth signs, air signs. Who's the most responsible person in your family? Like, who's the most inspiring person in your family at this point? This could even be your friends, too. Both of those. Check in. Yeah, totally. What do they believe about change or acceptance? You know, this mandorla right around her on the wheel, or the world, is about protection, you know. Yeah, wow. Good reading. Bless your heart, Capricorn. Maybe some sort of passion is enlivening in you. You know what I mean? Or you're having different conversations about. They're deep conversations, too. There's like a space where it used to be cramped. You know? A lot of yellow here. And the red's sticking out, so I guess that makes it orange. It's all the bottom. Those bottom chakras, right, if you will. The lower chakras, masculine chakras. Maybe that's part of what that serpentine was like a like a chakra energy kind of thing too. right? Don't they put that as a snake? Like maybe you worked your way up. Depends where you are, right? But the way I'm seeing is someone, excuse me. The seasons are changing, you know. And I've never had tulips this close to me. I don't know. I don't think they smell. But again, the way I was seeing it was like the serpentine was like you worked your way up, you know, and then now it's changing who you are, right? And now you're working your way, you're like kind of in the heart space right now. And then you'll be working your way back down to like rooting into something brand new, right? Again, this is something that can grow really beautifully. Because you have the Empress in the middle, I'd say this could even be something that lives a really long time. Do you know what I mean? Like something that's beautiful, like a beautiful old tree. Forest. Or home, or family. You know, whatever you want it to be. Let's see if there's one more thing for good measure. Keeping the hands busy is meditative, right? Do in a positive way. Do in a creative way. Do in a brave way. Do believe. What do you... Well, I guess what do you believe too? But really, like, keep seeing this like it's like make believe, you know what? And so I guess realize what's real or not. Do you know what I mean? For you. And I do feel as if you're healing something with like I feel like first. Let's say first house. 8, 9, those ones. One, 2, 8, 9, sort of that bigger piece of the pie. Okay. I love you, Capricorn. Don't cry. Dry your eye, little bird. You can fly. If you feel stuck at all, maybe you need to socialize more, right? All humans need humans. And different kinds of humans at different times, right? And remember, sometimes when there's anxiety or worry and it's a little bit like repetitive, you know what I mean? It like kind of stays with you even though you're like, all right, I see you and I'm aware of this, but it's still kind of creeping. It usually does represent that there's something brand new that's about to happen or needs to happen. Now the thing is if you're taking an executive role within, in and of yourself, there's a Ace of Wands again, then I guess this is testing your faith for you to remind you. You have to remind yourself, like, okay, I wanted that, so I guess it's time to move forward, right? It's just prepping you. Don't worry about that. Because usually whatever the new is so beautiful. You know, I mean, you can still have security and stability and have things that are brand new. You can do those things, but you just have to do one at a time. And again, all the way back around, checking in with your yeses and your nos. And being very conscious of what you can change, what you can do physically, and then what you cannot do, and feeling good about the past. Do you know what I mean? Feeling Like, you really put that puzzle together. This is like a three-dimensional puzzle of the past. I heard you're just waiting for the glue to dry. Waiting for the glue to dry. It's kind of a funny title. Maybe I'll put that. Waiting. Aspettare per la, I don't know, glue, nor to dry. It'd probably be for the adhesive to complete is probably the words I would need to use in Italian, right? Makes you think more. Do you, oh, that's another, oh, I forgot to mention that. Do you speak another language? Do you like to, you could learn another language at this time. Really some higher learning here. You'll never be alone. You're never technically abandoned. Do you know what I mean? No. You're never alone. We're never alone. I love you so much, Capricorn. Cool reading. Waiting for the glue to dry. And getting out of the serpentine. Oh my goodness. That's really cool. I do feel like there's an opening of energy. You know, because that is confining. Like, it's like, even if they're just little rope walls on either side, it's like, you can feel things when they're close, right? Like, for instance, I can feel how close this window is. The space between versus myself and the porch railing. Do you know there's a difference there, but it's been tight and close, and so now I see more fresh air, more like there's more opening in a physical way. Absolutely. And you don't have to wait for anyone else to make that happen or to say that's so. It's like you make it happen. Because you believe that you can. Huh. Thank you so much for your support. And take care of yourselves.